In Logic Pro 11.2, there have been some changes to the stem splitter. It's been expanded, there are now some presets, and the Logic Keyboard Ninja key commands have been changed and updated to take advantage of it. In today's tutorial, we're going to take a look at the new and improved stem splitter in Logic Pro 11.2. Alright, so that's the song we're going to be using to stem split. Now, the key command, and more importantly, the modifiers that we're going to pay attention to for using the stem splitter going forward in Logic Pro is going to be Control-Option-Command. So Control-Option-Command X is going to bring up the stem splitter the way it normally would. Once you import your file into Logic and you want to stem split it, you have that region selected, you can press Control-Option-Command and the letter X as in X-ray. And when I do that, it brings up the stem splitter dialog. And now if I VO left to right through here, we can take a look at this dialog.
Vocals, checkbox.
So these are the different checkboxes for what you want to have individual track for when the stem splitter is done. So you see you have vocals. I'm actually going to VO left from here a second.
Separate all stems, preset, pop-up button.
So you have these presets here. It says separate all stems. And as I VO right, you see vocals and all the different instruments are going to be checked. But if I VO space on this drop down.
Menu, 6 items, check mark, separate all stems.
You see we have different options like separate all stems.
Acapella.
And I'm just going to down arrow through here. Acapella means you're just going to get the vocals on its own.
Instrumental.
Instrumentals means you're going to get the instrumentals but no vocals.
Vocals ampersand, instrumental.
You'll get 2 tracks with this one where you get the vocals on one track and the instrumental on another track.
Vocals, instruments ampersand, drums.
And this one you'll get 3 tracks where you get the vocals on one track, the instruments on another track, and the drums on a third track.
Vocals, instruments, drums ampersand, bass.
And this one will put the bass on its own track, so you end up with 4 tracks here.
Check mark, separate all stems.
And separate all stems is what we have selected by default. So this is the one that's going to be selected by default. I'll hit escape.
Closing menu. Separate all stems, preset, pop-up button.
But you can hit return on any of those if you wanted to choose one of those presets. But there's going to be a faster way to get to these presets, and we'll talk about that in a second. Now, as a VO right pass here.
Vocals, checkbox.
This is where we started where it said vocals before, and you see all these checkboxes are going to be checked. So you can actually come in here and do a custom option that's not one of the presets. So you can just check and uncheck the stuff that you want to get a track for when it stem splits this. So let's go through here. We have vocals, which is checked.
Drums, checkbox. Bass, checkbox. Guitar, checkbox. Piano, checkbox. Other, checkbox. Create an additional submix from deselected stems. Submix, group.
And this just means that it's going to create a track stack with all the stems when it splits them out for you. So that's pretty much it for here. I'm going to stop interacting with this.
Scroll area.
And if I VO right.
Help button. Cancel button. Apply button.
So if I VO space and apply, it's going to stem split these for us. And while it's doing that, I'll just skip to after stem split so we don't have to wait for that process.
Tracks, group. Closing dialog tracks, group.
All right, so we got our stem split
Track 3
here.
AGFML 1111 mix, 1, vocals.
So you see that's the vocal track.
Track 4 AGFML 1111 mix, 1, drums.
Drums.
Track 5 AGFML 1111 mix, 1, bass.
So bass. So you have your individual tracks here, and if I were to go ahead and play these,
track 6 AGFML 1111 mix, 1, guitar.
Guitar. So I'm going to solo this track and play
Toggle
it.
channel strip solo on.
So you see this is just the guitars. And I'm going to move over to where I know the vocals and other stuff
3,
come
4,
in.
5, 6, 8, 9 bars.
So on solo that.
Toggle channels track 5 AGFML 1111 mix, 1, bass. Toggle channel strip solo on.
That's just the bass.
Toggle track 4 AGFML 1111 mix, 1, drums. Toggle channel strip solo on.
Drums.
Toggle track 3 AGFML 1111 mix, 1, vocals. Toggle channel strip solo on.
And you see this has all the vocals in it. Backing vocals, lead vocals, everything.
Toggle channel strip solo off.
So that is one way. You can use the stem
menu
splitter.
Bar.
Now, if I close this
track 2
window,
AGFML 1111 mix, 1, stems.
If I close this track stack, you see I
track
have
1 AGF.
Track 1, which is the original track I started with.
Track 2 AGFML 1111 mix, 1, stems.
And track 2 is the track stack. Now, I'm going to show you the presets because, as I've said before, Control-Option-Command is our modifier. So Control-Option-Command X will bring up the stem splitter dialog. But there's really no reason to go that way unless you want to do custom options for what stems you get when you use a stem splitter. But if you use Control-Option-Command and the number 1 through the number 6, you will get the different presets I just showed you in there. And if you're using Logic Magician, the nice thing about Logic Magician is you press Control Option Command and a number once, it tells you what the preset is, and then you press it twice quickly to activate that preset. If you're not using Logic Magician, once you press Control Option and a number, it's just going to activate that preset. So I got Logic Magician on, so I'm going to go back to our track here.
Track 1 AGF. Mute off.
When you stem split the track, it will mute the region. So I just press Control M to unmute the region. Now, if I were to press, say, Control Option Command and the number 1, for example.
Stem splitter preset. Separate all stems.
So you see 1 is separate all stems. If I press Control Option Command and number 2.
Stem splitter preset. Acapella.
That's acapella.
Stem splitter preset. Instrumental.
So it tells you what they are. So let's say I wanted
stem splitter preset. Vocals plus instrumental.
Vocals plus instrumental. I'm just going to press Control Option Command 4 twice quickly now.
Logic Pro. Dialog. Splitting. To cancel, press Command period. Command.
I'll just fast forward through this to get to when it's done splitting.
Track main window. Track 3 AGFML 1111 mix. 1. Vocals.
So you see here we have the vocals.
Track 4 AGFML 1111 mix. 1. Instrumental.
And the instrumental. So if I were to, I'm going to.
Track 5 AGFML 1111 mix. 1. Stems.
So I'm going to mute the original stems.
Muted.
Here, that's on track 5.
Track 4 AGFML 1111 mix. 1. Instrumental.
And now if I play this in solo, that's the instrumental, drums, bass, and guitars.
Track 3 AGFML 1111 mix. 1. Vocals.
You make me wanna scream no every time.
And that one is just the vocals. Now, if you want to stem split the whole thing, instead of pressing Option Command X to bring up a dialog and then going through that dialog just to hit apply, it's quicker to just press Control Option Command 1 twice quickly, and it will just split all the stems. So it's going to be faster to just select your region and do Control Option Command and the number 1. So to recap, Control Option Command X brings up the stem splitter dialog similar to what you used to do in the previous versions of Logic 11. If you want to separate it into all the stems, then you can just press Control Option Command 1. If you're using Logic Magician, then you can press Control Option Command 1 through 6 to hear what the different presets are, and then press the one you want twice quickly to get it to perform that stem splitting preset. If you're not using Logic Magician, whenever you press Control Option Command 1 through 6, it will just start splitting. So those are the ways you can take advantage of Stem Splitter in Logic Pro 11.2 with Logic Keyboard Ninja and, of course, with Logic Magician. If you found this tutorial useful and helpful, please drop a like, and if you'd like to support the channel, you can do so with a super thanks. You can also visit logic.band/support to make a one-time or subscribe to make an ongoing donation, or better yet, consider becoming a member of the channel and visit logic.band/members to get all the details on how to become a channel member on YouTube. Want to book some one-on-one time? Visit logic.band/training, and I can help you work on whatever it is you want to cover in Logic Pro or Mac OS in a one-on-one session. And as always, until next time, happy recording.